Again, I need it.
Oh
I'm
boy.
ashy.
Yeah. But speaking of
Please, Whale
slimy,
Coon, let me
it's time
swallow.
to check in on a character that we haven't heard from much lately. Donald Trump Jr., who, for this go-around, has mostly been on the sidelines as he works in the private sector. He's apparently...
I want to tell a story about Don Jr. that I heard in, it was like a reporter talked about Don Jr., how like 25 years ago, he was out on his own. Like he had separated like his relationship from his father, where Eric, Ivanka, and Tiffany, they were all just like, yeah, he's our dad, we're sticking around, whatever. Like Don Jr. had like allegedly like cut ties. And I believe this was when he was in his 20s. He was allegedly a bartender somewhere, just making by, dating like a single mom or something. It's very, like, I'm telling you what I've heard. Like, you need to verify the authenticity of this about how much you want to believe me. But then Don, his dad is pestering him, like, I want you to come back. I want you to run the empire. I want you to, to do great things. Like, look at all this money. And, like, he was resisting him for the longest time, but then he just, like, caved. And I don't know if it was money or, like, a desire to have a relationship with your father or, like, the idea that, like, you could actually do something bigger and greater. But, like, he really hated his father up to that point, and he just wore down and went back to him. And it's like your relationship with your father is arguably the most toxic relationship you've ever had, the most defining one. And like you look at him, he's the living embodiment of fail son. Like people go on about Hunter Biden doing crack and fucking hookers and stuff. Like yeah, like he's on a drug-fueled spiral, but like there's no toxicity between him and his father, at least none that's like obviously apparent. Don Jr. appears to have had the potential and maybe once had been like his own man and made a choice that ended up completely compromising that. And that's the thing. Donald, like, he respects strong men because they're their own man. Like, they stand on their own without being bent to his will. But he also simultaneously wants everyone to bend to his will. But once you've done that, once you've given him that fealty, Donald sees no use to you. And like it's clear, like Don Jr. has been desperate throughout his father's first presidency, the last 4 years, to try and get his father's approval. Like with the whole, God, does anyone remember? Like he talked to a bunch of Russians to try and like get Donald to just do some blatant corruption for them. I can't remember there was so much shit that happened in the first 4 years, and so much shit happening now that it's impossible to reconcile everything. But yeah, like desperate and constantly failing. Like, also allegedly on a drug spiral between, like, his red eyes, like, flushed cheeks, like, him just, like, melting down all the time. And just having no, like, cogent points or, like, standalone personality. And now he's just... I can't wait to see what the boys have to say. Don Jr.'s enhanced game, so this is going to be great. I will tell the story about Eric I have... after this that I've also heard from reporting, which you can also validate.